Belfast. We are a unified team bringing together our ideas, experiences and passions in order to improve the life of our beneficiaries both locally and across the world.
We started the year as 4 members with no Enactus experience, and we have grown our team to 30 members. As we work passionately towards achieving quality education, reducing inequalities, poverty and promoting good health and well-being, Enactus Queen's Belfast knows we can make a positive change at home with Kickstart and in Uganda with Floopy Freedom.
As is the case for all teams, COVID-19 has had a profound impact on our ability to run our projects. However, with a positive mindset and great ambition, we have managed to adapt and achieve great things this year.
This is Mary and Sophie. Mary is a mother of 3 and is HIV positive. Life has been a struggle for her, and she has had to turn to sex work to survive. She can't always provide everything her family needs, and her children are forced to work. Floopy Freedom's mission is to make a difference and help people like Mary. Mary is just one of thousands of struggling women in Uganda today.
We work with vulnerable women like Mary in Uganda to provide training and the means to pursue a sustainable income. Most of these women have not had the chance to go to school. 70% of Ugandan women aren't afforded the opportunity for an education, just like Sophie, hence find it difficult to support themselves and find themselves out of work in a very difficult position.
As a result, many females from as young as 14 turn to sex work to survive. In Uganda, through sex work, women can, in one night, earn what it would otherwise take a month to earn in jobs accessible to uneducated people. However, this comes at a huge risk.
We believe that the only way to create real change and freedom is through providing jobs and opportunities. We partner with local groups in Uganda. We work with them to support vulnerable women and give them training in tailoring and business skills, allowing them to pursue a vocation and turn their lives around. Additionally, we hope to offer custom training on matters of personal hygiene and safe sex to help them protect themselves and do our part in breaking this vicious cycle. We do all of this with the commitment to the UN sustainability goals. We are striving to be sustainable across the whole project.
Sex work often results in unwanted pregnancy and even transmission of HIV. According to the UN, in 2018, Uganda was one of the top 10 countries with the densest HIV-positive population. The combination of limited education, sex work, and HIV results in women being caught in the cycle of poverty. Upon completion of the tailoring program, we offer these women fair wages to make our Floopy products. You can see these here. They use locally sourced ethical cotton, kitenge fabric. So far, we have sold trousers, shorts, bags, and we've even used the scraps to make smaller accessories like hair scrunchies, hair bands. And we do this to ensure that nothing is wasted.
During the summer, we also launched our new website, which has led to £2,000 worth of Floopy sales, which we have reinvested back into the company and has allowed us to sponsor 2 women. Our profits have allowed us to employ 12 women throughout the summer. We provided them with wages worth nearly 3 times as much as they would regularly earn, and this gives them the means to build a better life and prevents them from getting caught again in the cycle of poverty. We aim to develop a quality brand which people want to be associated with, reinvesting money and time into developing the product and new potential education programs for our beneficiaries.
Since April 2020, the profits earned have allowed us to sponsor Mary as well as Sophie, who started the tailoring program in March and will complete it in August. Sophie, one of our beneficiaries seen in the first slide, is 19 years old. Her mother was unable to afford education, so therefore she couldn't go to school. Without the proper education, she had very limited opportunities. This tailoring program will offer her an opportunity to build a career, contribute to her local economy, and it will prevent her from falling into the cycle of poverty and prostitution.
The dream of Floopy Freedom is to empower vulnerable women and ultimately bring benefit to their local communities by boosting the economy. By the end of summer 2021, we aim to provide 15 women with fair wages and hope to have gathered enough money to sponsor a further 4 women through our tailoring programme. It is hoped that as Floopy Freedom grows, we will be able to increase our social enterprise initiatives, supporting more and more beneficiaries.
Unfortunately, COVID has had a big impact in our work in Uganda. For the last month, sales have increased due to a lack of stock, but our Enactus team is working to rectify this. The team is regathering, modifying the website. We're also working with consultants from University College Dublin to streamline our distribution network. We expect to have more stock available by the end of April and begin our sales again. In time, the business could grow to include a bakery school for men, primary school, hostels, and even a volunteer centre. Floopy Freedom is a real passion project, and we hope that we can continue to use that passion to empower disadvantaged women and add value to their communities.
Kickstart. Where do we begin? As a project which first started 3 years ago at Enactus Belfast, it has undergone some major changes in the last few months due to COVID-19. Originally setting out to reduce the dropout rates of children in disadvantaged areas of Belfast, Kickstart has now turned on its head to become one which focuses on giving young people in disadvantaged communities a voice. So, why did this change happen?
As schools face a stressful and uncertain time, they were reluctant to commit to any extracurricular activities. The needs of the schools and the children within them shifted to focus on basic education during COVID-19, and so Kickstart shifted with this. Now our mission is to give young people in disadvantaged areas of Belfast a voice and the ability to speak up on the topical areas important to them, their peers and their wider community.
But we knew we could still make a difference and sought new beneficiaries. We identified disadvantaged areas of Belfast, focusing on the Greater Shankill area. In 2011, the Greater Shankill Community Convention identified the need for young people to, quote, more fully recognise their potential and shape their future. The Community Convention worked with over 6,000 young people in Shankill. This huge figure led us to believe that we can help the young people in need in this area. So we got in touch with the Spectrum Centre. The Spectrum Centre has enabled us to connect with our beneficiaries in the Greater Shankill area, giving Kickstart members the opportunity for their voice to be heard. After weeks of brainstorming, making connections and consistent meetings, we finally decided on an idea. This year, Kickstart is a community project used to give young people aged 15 to 16 a voice in their community. They will work together to form a creative newsletter, which will be put into blogs and even podcasts in the future. The Greater Shankill area has a real focus on the future of its young people, and we believe we can help shape this. A group of 8 young people will work alongside us at Enactus Belfast for a period of 6 weeks, beginning on the 21st of April 2021, with the 6th week being a celebration event where the young people are recognised for their efforts. For 1 hour each week on a Wednesday evening, we believe we can make a positive difference.
During this time, we will discuss with the young people a range of topical areas which we believe meet their needs. The needs of the young people were identified using a needs assessment conducted between us and the Spectrum Centre. These engaging topics will range between staying in touch with friends during the pandemic, struggles in a certain subject at school, and so much more. As the newsletter and blog take shape, the young people will be presented with an abundance of new skills: teamworking, communication, leadership, innovation, public speaking, and so much more. But most importantly, we want to give them the confidence to speak up, knowing that their potential is limitless.
Their innovation will lead to the creation of a newsletter which could catch anyone's attention. We will help the young people market and promote their newsletter, which will be supported by a lesson on budgeting, explaining why at the moment a newsletter and a blog is the best option to get their voices heard. We will encourage, motivate and congratulate as the young people work towards putting their voice into words onto a bold, colourful newsletter and blog which will scream, "Listen to us," throughout the community. Our goal is to ensure these people feel heard and that using their voice is positive.
They should be proud of what they can say and do whenever given the chance. The outcomes of Kickstart seem endless to us, but the main outcomes include increasing the number of young people with a voice, ensuring young people's thoughts are heard in the community, and improving young people's access to education and extracurricular activities they would not have otherwise.
Kickstart will be a long-term project working with a range of young people over many years. More young people will be heard in their community and further afield. As Kickstart grows and succeeds, we would love the programme to be integrated into even more communities in Belfast and beyond. Eventually, we want the young people who we work with to work alongside us and help others where they can. They will become leaders themselves, encouraging others to do work with us to get their voices heard.
Kickstart is currently financially sustainable, but over the next year we hope for it to become 20% self-sustained, allowing the young people to grow their platform and put their voices into podcasts. A growing project will allow for more financial allocation and an increase in beneficiaries. Kickstart will resume in September 2021, marking the beginning of a year where young people are heard far and wide.
We're proud of what we've achieved this year throughout this pandemic and have really loved being able to tell you about our amazing projects.
And we can't wait for what's to come.